Hi everyone. I decided I would come on and I'd give you guys a quick remote view about the stuff that's been going on in Ukraine the last couple of days. Hope everyone has so far had a great week. One of the things that we do with the technique we teach on this channel, HCRV, is that we try to become one with a particular energy. Say I'm asked to, become one with the energy of the Ukraine war, etc. So we will attempt to become one and then follow the energy, etc. This doesn't mean that a remote viewer can see the future. We don't do that because, people have free choice. But what we do is we follow energy to its most likely conclusion. One of the things that we were looking at when people had asked us to look at the war in Ukraine was accessing information about a special operation to take back the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant. One of the first targets I had looked at as a remote viewer during the war was the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant. And when I had gone in as the Russian offense, I was interested in, I had a pretty good idea already of the blueprint of how the nuclear power plant was built. I assume that's because it was built by Russia, but basically they booby-trapped it and used it as a dirty bomb. And so we gave kind of a heads up. When we followed that energy to its natural conclusion, how do you fix this? We saw an air offensive coming from Sweden, and now Sweden is in fact doing air operations with Britain and has since, along with Finland, become part of NATO. This would align itself with the energy we saw coming in from Sweden. So it appears that now the ground offensive for August, because when we followed the energy over August, we felt that the war would peak and, everything would peak in August. And in fact, everything has blown up in August. We also talked a little bit about the energy of this time of year, that we're entering into Elul, which in Judaism is a preparatory time before before Yom Kippur, the holy days. So energetically, it's a time, if you think about Kabbalah and the Jewish idea of time being a circle, and we keep returning to the same karma over and over and over again with the opportunity to transform and raise it to something higher. That's the Kabbalistic idea of the wheel of fortune, the wheel, the circle of time. So we now come to that time of Elul, the preparation time, the prepping to do tshuva in Hebrew, which means to return back to one's true intent or true nature. So repentance and tshuva is, in Kabbalistic terms, the ability to return back to one's true nature. In Islamic mysticism, this is called to revert. So when someone has a spiritual awakening and becomes a Muslim, they become a revert. They return back to their authentic self. So both have this idea that the spiritual human is the natural state of human beings, to do good and be good, and to recognize the oneness of that. So that is all happening now. So we're coming out of this extremely violent energy of August, and we're now entering into the time of going to our core values, the primordial self, so to speak. It's been interesting for me to connect with Zelensky because he had a make it or break it, and still does, attitude regarding Kherson and the taking of the nuclear power plant right now, in the sense that he will bomb it. he is so determined to take it back that they have checked the winds. And they know the winds are going to be going to the northeast. So they timed it based on the winds to take back the nuclear power plant. So if you blow this thing, you're going to be blowing up Russia, China, North Korea, parts of central China. You will not be doing your allies a favor. So inspectors are coming in from the Ukrainian side, and I was also told to tell you that the special forces that are going in to take this operation are specially equipped with protective gear. That, by the way, the Russians, that they're telling me the Russian soldiers based there were not given the same protective gear. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. We'll stay tuned, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.